What's up, everybody? Cigar Sherpa Laird Mayhew back with another cigar review, and today I've got the Plasencia Alma Del Campo Guajiro. Stay tuned.
I can smoke stogies in my house, first of all, because her father introduced me to stogies, and second of all, because I'm a stud. I'm ballsy. I don't take no shit from anyone. I smoke my stogie anywhere I want. I don't have to find a hideout place like you.
All right. Welcome back to another installment here at Cigar Sherpa. I, of course, am your host, Laird Mayhew, and if this is your first time here, please hit the subscribe button. And if this is not your first time back here, welcome back. Appreciate the support. Always good to see you. I got some pretty good news. Well, it's not really big news. It's good news to me. I went on vacation. I hope everybody had a good Treason Day weekend, 4th of July, America strong. I hope you had a good time. I know I enjoyed myself. But I left to go on this trip in the new RV that me and my wife picked up. Took the kids down to the beach, did some fishing. And I think we were at we hit 300 subscribers. And for me, that's big. It's like 300. And then when I came back, it was like 360, and then like today I checked and I think we're well over 400. So that's big for me. We've been doing this now since December of 2019. Maybe I can't remember the exact time, but to be an unpaid, this ain't a business. This is just an extension of my passion and hopefully your passion for cigars, whether you're new to it or you're a seasoned veteran or you just like to watch cigar reviewers so you can just heckle and talk about how we don't know shit. We just make everything up. So, excuse my language. Anyway, as my intro said, I am smoking a high dollar cigar today from Plasencia. It is the Alma Del Campo. This is the Robusto. Okay, I know it's, what is it, the Guajiro? I don't speak Spanish, so it's Guajiro Robusto. It's 5.5 inches by a 54 ring gauge. If you are familiar with cigars and the cigar world, you know Plasencia, the family, has been around forever. I think they invented cigars. I mean, like 5 generations. That's a long time. That's a lot of people. 1865 is about the time, I think, because Plasencia 1865 is probably named after when they got started. Starting from Cuba, moved over to Nicaragua. They've been through a lot too. And if you watch that documentary that I spoke about earlier in the year called Hand Rolled, they cover a lot of that. They make a lot of cigars for other people too. They're not just Plasencia cigars. Like they're kind of like AJ Fernandez. Matter of fact, AJ Fernandez is the nephew of the bigwig there at Plasencia, so they're related. So it's a little close knit industry. Whatever. I just enjoy smoking them. I don't know nothing about how they're made. Let's see. It's a Nicaraguan puro. Okay, so the wrapper is a Nicaraguan wrapper. The binder's Nicaraguan, and the filler's Nicaraguan. All Nicaraguan produced. I was in the humidor about 3 weeks ago, and I was walking through the cigar shop, and I walked past the back corner. I normally stay away from the back corner, not because I'm cheap or don't have the money. Most people have smoked the Davidoff or the Padron, and I'm the guy that's looking for that new cigar I've never tried. I want to review it and whatever. So anyway, I walked past this cigar and I took a look at it, and it just kind of reached out for me. The wrapper on this thing is beautiful, and I picked it up. And I know you're not supposed to do that because it's COVID-19, but we're in North Carolina. Anyway, different subject. Don't get me started. But I picked it up, and immediately I just noticed that this wrapper it's like a milk chocolatey, seamless, oily, silky wrapper. The feel of the cigar was great. It reminds me of a Cuban cigar, of Cohibas mainly. It really has the feel. It's kind of soft. It's not real spongy, like it's overly saturated with moisture, but it's soft. It smells amazing. I mean, it's got like this rich, like the wrapper's got like a rich cocoa, and the foot has like this very earthy, like spicy, dark smell. It's great. It's like a fruity smell, like a fruity spice, almost like fruit cake. Christmas fruitcake. It's just very inviting, and I had to smoke it. So I'm going to shut up. I'm going to cut this thing, light it, and come back and tell you what I think about it. Stay tuned. All right. If you've lost, well, I think it's been like the last 4 reviews, so like the last month, because fishing season and work has been keeping me busy. I'm putting out about 1 review a week. I'm trying. But I have been using the same lighter for a month, and I don't just keep this in my studio. This goes with me every day because I ran out of fluid. I bought a can. I don't know what I did with it, and I've just been using this little lighter that I picked up, little Bic lighter. It works great. Now, one tip I will give you when using a Bic type lighter is you want to, after you get done lighting it, you want to blow through the cigar and kind of get any of the gas out of it. It might taint the flavor. What I like to do is just kind of blow through on the flame, kind of give it an ammonia purge and get all the gas out of it. And there you go. All right, to the cigar. Surprisingly, the cigar starts off like medium plus. You would expect it to be a little bit lighter based on the color of that wrapper, but it's actually, whew. It's got a sweet, spicy coffee right off the bat. And the black pepper is in the retro hell. It's pretty strong. Don't let the looks of this cigar fool you. It is a very light EMS wrap cigar, but it's got some kick to it. A little bitterness right there on the palate. Maybe that's going to subside. I'm going to come back in the first third, or later in the first third, and tell you what I think about it from there. Stay tuned. All right. We are well into the first third, and this thing is burning beautifully. It's smoking great. It's got a nice, tight, the ash might not be as tight as I let. I don't know, it's pretty tight. Get a look. Where's the camera? Oh, where's it at? It's burning really good. Like I said, I always say I tend to smoke my cigars a little faster, which will cause them to not burn with that nice razor sharp burn that you would expect when you pay, I think I paid $18, $16 for this. I don't remember. But it has really developed from the initial light up. I was getting a little bit of that tangy, kind of like a citrusy flavor that I'm not a big fan of, but it was like a nice coffee flavor. It has really developed. I'm gonna go ahead and ash that. I just want to show you all what that was, and the flavor will probably pick up a little bit now. It has got very good, like a very good roasted coffee. Now it's a medium bodied cigar, but it's on the plus side of medium. The retro hell will get you. It's pretty spicy. It's like a cinnamon spice, like a baker's spice. It's very faint, okay, almost like it's sweetened with unnatural sugar, but the cinnamon baker's spice is still there. It's got a good coffee. It's earthy, but it does have a very vegetal taste to it. And when I say that, I automatically think of a Cuban cigar. Very Cuban-esque cigar. I just smoked a Talisman, Cohiba Talisman, this morning, and but that was like 8 hours ago. But it's very fresh in my mind, that very distinct, musty, vegetal, grassy Cuban flavor. Very enjoyable. It's smoking great. The draw is great. The smell is great. My only complaint is that tangy citrus note. Okay, I'm just not a fan of it. I know a lot of people like it. They don't mind it. I mostly don't mind it. I'm just not a fan of it. But anyway, that's where I'm at in the first third. I'm going to come back in the second third and tell you what I think about it from there, so stay tuned. All right. We are in the second third of this cigar, and it has really developed and gotten a lot better. I will note that tangy citrus that I was not liking there in the first third has kind of mellowed out or gone away, taken a back seat, and it has developed into a very sharp cedar, like Spanish cedar, like what's in the cigar box, what the cigar boxes are made of. You know what I'm talking about. It's very cedary. But along with that, it's sweet, it's spicy, the smoke is creamy, the coffee note is still there, and it still has that Cuban-esque flavor, as I call it. If you're familiar with Cuban cigars, you know what I'm talking about. I would almost, on a blind review, I would call this a Cuban cigar. It tastes just like it. It leaves that same, I just can't put it. Vegetal is all. And if you know, if you smoke cohibas, then that's mainly the Cuban cigar smoke. You know, I'm not a big boss baller. I don't have, you know, racks of Cuban cigars. When I do get my hands on them, or someone's coming from overseas, hey, what kind of cigars you want? I'm like, maybe I want to try the Hoya de Monterrey, or maybe I want the no. Go ahead and get me the cohibas. Give me the Talisman. Give me the Siglo, or give me the Robusto. One of my favorite cigars. This tastes Cuban. I don't care what anybody says out there. Call me whatever the hell you want. Tell me that I'm just tripping or whatever, but very good cigar. It is very, very flavorful. Like it is full of flavor, medium strength. There's like, really, I'd probably say it was even be light, more to the light side in the strength department, but the actual flavors that I'm getting so robust. It was very, very complex, I guess is the word I'm looking for. You get a good pepper, black pepper in the retrohale. Here in the second third, it's not as peppery. It's more mild. It's almost got like a cooling, like mint without the mint flavor sensation. And I mean, just it's good. What else can I say? I'm trying to put a face on a feeling, I guess, is what we try to do when we review cigars, to get you to, you know, see if it piques your interest. If you like coffee, if you like cocoa, if you like sweet creamy smoke, if you like spice, if you like baker's spice, this, and you like Cuban cigars, you're gonna like this cigar. So I highly recommend it. I'm gonna go ahead and hash that. Again, it just feels good. It smells very nice. Feels good in the hands. But the only thing that I'll knock about the cigar is, with all those flavors you're getting, the chocolate, there's even a little vanilla in there. And I think I said in the last review, I hate to use that term, but it's there. It's like a creamy vanilla, chocolate, moussey type texture, okay? Along with the cedar and the coffee and the earthiness, and then you throw in that vegetal, grassy hay type flavor, and you mesh it all together. It's very good, but then it comes off muted, like Kool-Aid sweetened with like sweet and low, or sweetened coffee with sweet and low. You know, it's sweet, but it's just kind of muted there. It's a little disappointing, but I'm enjoying the cigar. So I'm gonna. Oh, one more thing I'll say about it, and I've noticed this with all the Plasencias, the Forte and the Fuego. Whoever is designing your bands, I'm just a big fan of them. They just look very modern. They're very sleek. Something like if my wife were to, we floated the idea, just joking around, I'm going to fly down to Nicaragua and I'm going to create my own cigar blend and, you know, take a month off and just go down there. It's just dreams. You know, maybe it'll happen one day. But if she were to design those bands, this is what they would look like. I mean, they're just very stylish. And I usually don't review bands. Most of the time I look at a nice band and I'm like, oh, it's nice. But then I'm like, damn, how much money could I save if I could just buy them with no band on them at all? You know, that's probably about $4 or $5 because this thing's got 3 bands. But it looks nice. It's a good cigar. And I'm going to get into the final third and come back with what I think about it from there. Stay tuned. All right. Final third. This is it. So coming into the final third, I was getting really, really exciting, complex flavors. I was getting that chocolatey, vanilla, spicy, just kind of ebb and flow of this very, very good, creamy cedars. The smoke was creamy. It has maintained a very Cuban-esque profile. When I say that, you have to know Cuban cigars and that distinct Cuban tobacco flavor of, some people describe it as like a grass, maybe like a damp hay, like a musty hay, very vegetal, Just you'll know it when you experience it, and if you have experienced it, you're going to get this in this cigar. In fact, if I was doing this on a blind test, like I said, I would call this Cuban. If somebody said, it's happened before. People give me a cigar, no band on it. Sometimes I can kind of like look at it and oh, that's a rosado, that's a Habano wrapper. It smells like it, it feels like it, looks like it, so I know it's not Cuban right away. But this one right here, because the wrapper shares the same color, silky. It's like just I don't know. Maybe I'm just having a hard time putting a face on an emotion here, but good cigar. I would say in the final third though, all those flavors kind of tanked. The vegetal flavor is still the nuance is still there. But all of those good, sweet, chocolatey, coffee type flavors, gone. It is more, the cedar is now more of an oak. The smoke, I mean, it is short. I mean, it's small here, and it gets kind of soft, so it gets kind of acrid. So I'm not really enjoying it. I'm just kind of smoking it, hoping. You ever get a cigar that you're excited to smoke, and you get into it, and you really just you're not enjoying it, but you keep smoking it just to kind of, maybe you pick up a little nuance in there that you like, oh, that's what I was hoping for, but you keep smoking it, and you keep smoking it, and then you just, that's what I'm doing now. Good cigar, construction perfect. Like I said, total flawless construction. This thing burned great all the way down. The draw was perfect. It felt good. It was oily. It was just a lot of care went into the construction of this cigar, and it tastes like very high quality tobacco, which I'm sure it is, but all of those good flavors nuances that I was expressing, they were all hindered by the sensation of being like a diet drink, like a kind of like Kool-Aid versus Crystal Light. Crystal Light's good. It's still got the same flavors, but it's got that aspartame flavor, kind of like sweet and low in your coffee. If you like, if you sweeten your coffee, you like sugar in it, and then someone gives you sweet and low, and you got to sweeten it. It's just it's there, but it's not. It fell short. But good cigar. I enjoyed it for the most part. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this review. I promise every week that I'm going to try to put out more instead of once a week. It is fishing season for me, and I'm in the roofing business, and it's been very busy. I don't know what's going on. COVID-19's actually been a good thing for our business. I know I don't like to brag about that, because I know there's a lot of people out there that have that are still on standby, and they're just restaurants in some states were just now getting back, and then boom, they go and they scare everybody again, and now everybody's got to run and hide and whatever. All I know is my life hasn't changed one bit. Okay, I don't go to the gym. I work out at home if I'm going to work out. I don't go to bars. I'm not a big drinker. So really, in my area, that's the only thing that was affected. My tattoo artist, I got a tattoo, he comes to my house because the tattoo shops are closed down. But I will say this, and not a political show, that everybody here watches the news. I don't, or catches it, or hears about it, sees it in their Facebook videos and this and that. Like I said in previous videos, my advice to everybody out there is turn that shit off. They're all freaking lying to you. Okay? I don't care if you watch Fox News. I don't care if you watch CNN. I don't care if you watch MSNBC. I don't care if you watch OAN. Okay? They're all selling the same bullshit narrative. Okay? This, you and me, okay, this is America. When you're out at Lowe's or Home Depot or the grocery store or the park or the fishing pier, whatever it is that you do, the cigar lounge, that's America. Okay? We can disagree over little things, but there's no, we all get along. They are trying to sell you this BS narrative that we're not getting along and we're a nation divided. We're not. I don't buy into it, and you shouldn't either. Cigar Sherpa Laird Mayhew reminding you to be polite to everybody that you meet, but always have a backup plan in case you got to shoot them in the face. And I'm out.